How's it going, everyone? Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler here. Gonna do a new Know Your Stuff video today about Funko Pop. We did a video a couple days ago. Had this thought in my mind this morning and thought, you know what? Why don't I just make this video? Usually these are done every like once a week, so this is kind of like a bonus video. Know your stuff. I was thinking about this morning. This is like super hot product right now. People are finding these at thrift stores and things like that. So I thought, why don't I dive a little bit into this subject to show you guys some of the things that are worth good money and give you a little bit of history about Funko, as it's one of the most popular collectibles right now. And once again, I'm Chris, Thrift Shop Hustler. Been reselling for almost 30 years. I have this Know Your Stuff series that I do. So after this video, check out some of the other videos. What I do is basically we'll take a subject, we'll go through it. I'll let you know a little bit of history about it. And for stuff like when you're going to the thrift stores or garage sales or estate sales, you'll get a little bit of knowledge and you'll level up with collectibles. I'm definitely into collectibles. So let's get into Funko Pop. What is Funko Pop real quick? It is about a 4-inch to a 5-inch figure. As you can see, the photo is here. They do popular TV series and movies. They're very stylized with those black eyes. They usually don't paint the eyes or anything. They're usually just those black dots. And they do really popular IPs. And so that's what a Funko Pop is. Most of you probably have these or have seen someone, or like I swear, I work in the movie industry. When I'm at work, people's desks are just full of these things, and I think Funko Pop right now is at the very height of its popularity. It's trending upwards, so I just want to do this video, show you guys a little history, and let's get into the history part of this. This actually, Funko started in 1998, and they first did like these bobbleheads. They were first known for bobbleheads. And we can actually show you something like that real quick. We'll go Funko bobbleheads. And I bet you some of the newer stuff is going to come out first. Okay, so like this kind of stuff right here was like what they started out. So in like 1998 to 2005, they were heavy into bobbleheads. And you can still find that kind of stuff out and about. There's some like employee exclusives and ones, but we're not going to talk about that. I just want to give you a little history and also a little bonus history, because I live in Burbank, California. There is a Bob's Big Boy that is a little ways down the street, and the very first Funko item that they made was the Bob's Big Boy bobblehead. Look at that right there. Bob's Big Boy bobblehead. Let's see if they actually have it. Yeah, this is it from 2000. There's one from 2001. Here's the 1998 version. Right here. So this was actually the very first Funko thing ever made. So it's actually a good piece of history here. So later, like 10 years down the road on Jeopardy, when they say, what was the first Funko thing ever made? Well, hey, now you know, from 1998, Bob's Big Boy, which is a popular drive-in restaurant. Well, it used to be a drive-in restaurant in the 50s. Historically awesome California car culture, for sure. So this was the very first thing Funko ever made. You would think that the prices on these would go crazy, but I don't think a lot of people know about that this is the very first thing that was made, and I think they produce so many of these things that they are not super valuable. But we can take another quick little look in here to show you that on the bottom, in Funko We Trust, this was the original logo right here. Original Funko logo. And in 2005, it was sold to another company, and I think Brian Marinaldi, who has been taking it over since 2005, he's the one that kind of started the pop stuff. And as you can see, also real quick, I want to show you last year at the San Diego Comic-Con, they redid the Bob's Big Boy as a limited edition. This one sold for $350. This was super hard to find. They only created 480 of these, and these sold out in literally seconds. I wish I could have got one of these. Growing up in Burbank and going to Bob's for like pretty much my whole life. We still take the family there from time to time, but I wanted to show you that. But we're going to get into that in a little bit. But right now I wanted to show you, so Pops are basically, they're in this little box. This is probably the most common one. And intuitively, my wife is bringing Pops out right now for me to show everyone. So pretty much, good job. This is basically a Pop. This is a Sidney Crosby Pop, as we can see here. They come in this little cardboard thing. They usually have some kind of information on the back, and you can open it up. Now, the thing is with these, the boxes are so thin that finding like one of these in good condition is pretty hard because the boxes get crushed very easily. The way the boxes open, they're not very intuitive. So actually, let me show you guys a real trick real quick. I came up with this last year because when you try to open these things, they'll bend like right here. So what you do is you just take a credit card real quick, you slide it in the top here, you push back, and it pops right open. And so this part won't bend. So that's a pro tip right there. So anyways, this is a Pop, and I want to get into like so you're like, what do I look for? Well, that's the thing. You got to do some research. You're going to find these at Goodwill. I see these all the time. All you need to do is just look them up on eBay. But really quickly, I wanted to show you guys like some of the ones that are super high. So what happens is every year they produce godly amounts of these things. And sometimes, they're hit and miss. The ones that are the most popular ones that you want to look out for are usually the ones that are exclusive to like conventions and things like that. Those seem to go a lot. Every year they also have a Funko party, and I want to say that's at Comic-Con every year. There's like a separate thing besides Comic-Con. If you can get tickets for that, they give out prototypes and things like that. And actually, I didn't even think about prototypes, but we'll get into that in just a second. So that's just a basic understanding of what it is. And so, like, look at these. Some of these ones that just go for a crazy, ungodly amount. So, like, these are the early Comic-Con ones. This one was from 2011. And look, this one went for $4,500. And sometimes people might have these at garage sales and not know what they are. But as you can see, how could you? So the question is like, how could you tell if this is something from Comic-Con? As you can see, the round little sticker will say Comic-Con on it. It's very clear that it's from Comic-Con. A lot of the earlier ones from like 2000, 2011, 2012, a lot. I mean, even from today, a lot of those are worth a lot. So look for the sticker. The sticker on the box in the very front is probably one of the most important things if you don't know about Pops, like what to look for. So those are Comic-Con figures. You definitely want to look out for those. As you can see, this one went for $4,500. Some of the prices on the earlier stuff went for ungodly amounts because they're just so hard, and like this stuff is super popular right now. Another thing is like, let me just show you like kind of like a regular figure, because you're gonna come across a regular figure like these. These are at Toys R Us. There's also retailer exclusives. As you can see, there's this Toys R Us sticker on this one, and this one actually you can find at Toys R Us today. I saw some of them there. As you can see, there's this only at Toys R Us. You gotta look for those stickers, and usually it's just kind of like the stickers. And actually, I showed you that. This is a Ben Roethlisberger. As you can tell, we're big Pittsburgh fans here, and this one has the Toys R Us sticker. It actually has an NFL sticker too because of licensing. They have to put those on everything. So pretty much look out for the stickers. But you're saying, what does the regular one look like? Normally, a regular figure is gonna it's gonna not have a sticker like this one right here, this Beauty and the Beast one, Lumiere. As you can see, your regular run-of-the-mill Pop is going to have no sticker on it. It doesn't not necessarily mean that it's worthless, but also there's the collector's number, as you can see, that's on the side. But also, so if you come across these, look them up. What you're going to do is you're going to type in the name, Lumiere, and then number 93, because there's different styles for all different types of ones. And don't have it a rule of thumb to always look for the figure, because I want to show you guys something. What happens is After these figures run for a certain amount of time, they vault them. That's the term they use, which means retire. They vault them. And we can actually look at that some of the figures that are just regular figures have came out and they vaulted. Those can go for crazy amounts of money, and I can actually show you one example. Actually, if you just type vaulted, it's a good key term. And we'll go to the highest price. We'll go crazy on this one. Let's see for one that doesn't have a sticker. I think a lot of the earlier Disney ones that were vaulted, like Tupac. Oh wow, Tupac's going for $350. Hyde, crazy. I have a loose one of this that I was actually going to make a custom with, and I'm glad I didn't actually paint on it or anything, because look at how much this is worth. So anyways, here's a like a prime example of something that is worth a lot that's been vaulted. Tupac, number 19. I think this was like Pop Rocks, which was like a musical thing. So that's what I'm saying. The sticker doesn't necessarily mean not worth it. Like I said, you want to look these up when you see them. If you're at a garage sale and sometimes you don't have enough time, just kind of look them up as fast as you can. Even if they're like $5, just if you like them, just buy them. But if you have the time, definitely do the research on that. So we gone over vaulted stuff, which is kind of like retired. Now here's another thing that's kind of irritating a little bit, is that sometimes, wow, I can't believe Tupac's going for so much. I think I'm gonna sell my loose one as soon as I get off this video today. That's crazy. Anyways, so I lost my train of thought there for a second. So, anyways, like I said, the thing that was irritating sometimes that they do is they actually re-release some of the vaulted ones, and that really annoys collectors. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. So be aware of that. There's, like I said, the main thing is to do your research on these. So we talked about the regular pops. We talked about the stickers to look out for as far as Comic-Con. Comic-Con pieces go for a pretty good amount of money. And there's also, what they do is there's a Comic-Con version, and there's also a retail version. And you saw those stickers. They also release the Comic-Con versions at Barnes and Nobles and Target and Hot Topic sometimes, but those are the ones that aren't limited editions. The limited editions will have the number on the sticker, so definitely look out for that. So we talked about the stickers. There's also chase figures. They just started coming out with these, I want to say, maybe a couple years ago. So also the chase figures, you can actually find these in the store. Look how much this penguin went for, $1,300. You want to look out if you're in the stores. And you can actually still find, not these ones, but you can still find current chases out there. As you can see here, let's see if there's a better picture of that. There's not. You can see the limited edition chase sticker. So if you're in Toys R Us, Target, Barnes & Nobles, and you see this limited edition chase figure, buy the figure. I don't care what it is. They're worth way more than the $10 that you're going to purchase it from. So that is the chase figure, so look out for those. So you want to look out for, see, like I'm saying, you want to look out for the stickers. What I'm saying is, like the Toys R Us, Target exclusive, Walmart exclusive, those aren't worth terribly too much. But these chase and definitely the pops. So they also did prototypes. And you're saying, well, what's a prototype? Like in the very early stages of production, let's say Funko Proto. They say prototype. They're kind of like figures that aren't painted. And what happens is early in the production, the companies will like have these printed out, and they'll look at them to see like if there's anything that they want changes. I can't believe this one went for $810. That's crazy. Some of these go for a good amount of money. You're not really going to find these, but I wanted to touch upon it since we're doing a know your stuff. You want to know, because you might come across these actually. There's a lot of places in China that sell these on eBay. As you can see, this one's like $99.95 for this Aaron Rodgers. But what it is basically is a figure that's not painted. But be warned, there is kind of fakes out there. You can easily take acetone and just like wipe the paint off. So if you're gonna buy a prototype, know your stuff. And if you come across one in the wild and it's cheap, well, that's another story. You might as well pick it up and then do your research. So that is a prototype, and I wanted to touch on that real quick. And so we talked about that. We talked about the prototypes. Here's a Walgreens exclusive. Remember I was saying retail exclusive. Walgreens comes out with them every once in a while. And that's that. So like this is like, we'll go back up a little bit. These are the prototypes. Funko also makes a bunch of different product lines, but we won't go into that. I just wanted to talk about Funko Pop today. There's also customs. I've touched upon some of my art before in the past, and we talked about that. And what a custom is someone will take like a regular pop. Let's actually take a look to see if some of the prices. Now I know I've sold customs before, and I think some of mine actually have gone for pretty good money in the past. But actually, so what a custom is you take a regular figure and you repaint it. So like someone did like a Cheech and Chong, like this. Someone did a Cheech and Chong. And so basically customs are just taking another figure. They even sell blank ones. So like if you wanted to like paint your own and sell them, it's perfectly legal to do that. I have a custom that my wife brought me. I actually did a metallic Heffalump. Heffalump was like this kind of purple figure. And actually we'll look at that real quick. So Heffalump was a purple figure. And I'll show you what the regular figure looked like. So this was like the regular figure, what it looked like. And it was kind of like a basic, plain looking figure. As you can see, it was purple. And what I did is, I'm an airbrush artist, so I took it and I made like a metallic kind of paint to it. So those are customs. You can do that. If you're artistically inclined, I suggest doing customs of various toys. It's a pretty good side business. For me, I sell some stuff every once in a while when it comes to the Funko customs. And as you can see, we can look at some of my Evolos Funko stuff. As you can see, someone's trying to get $300 for this one that I did for D23, which was a convention that I did. So, like I said, customs is another thing that they have. And so that is that. Look out for that. That's basically it on Funko Customs. I wanted to basically touch upon the very basics. I wanted to do a quick video. And as you can see, here was another like Barnes & Noble's exclusive. Remember I was saying they have the stickers, so watch out for that. That was a quick rundown, real quick. Just look for the stickers. The stickers are everything. And now here's another thing that I actually want to show you real quick. Is 99-cent store is actually starting to sell these things too. As you can see, this one has a 99-cent, it's a $1.99 sticker. And I picked these up. I was going to do custom. So check out your dollar stores and 99-cent stores. You might be able to find them. Because like I have a feeling like, you know, for $1.99 it's a good buy. And to easily get these stickers off, you could take like a medium heat to it and be very gentle because you don't want to burn this plastic. But if you take a little like a blow dryer and some medium heat, don't do it hot because you will melt the plastic, and just kind of off and on, and these things will peel right off. And then you can take like a little bit of olive oil to clean the residue off. That's another little trick too. So thank you guys for watching. That was pretty much the basics of Funko. So now you know, I think you're pretty much geared for all the major things. Look for the stickers, do your research, look everyone up, look for prototypes. There's customs out there. And the vaulted things are probably the most important thing too, is because they don't have a sticker, but they're retired, and those are worth a lot of money. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more of these videos, every week I do these videos, click the subscribe button and click the bell. You'll get a notification every time I create a new video. And I want to thank everyone and have a great weekend.